Hello Scorpios, this is Tarot by Tess with your July 2017 reading. I have your current situation or what's coming up for you in July, issue, obstacle, or fate, the steps that will help you with the issue, obstacle, or fate, the strength that you have that will help you do the steps, potential obstacles that might pop up within July, dares, challenges, things to work on, and then your potential outcome should you follow the steps. Okay, I also pull from the bottom of the deck, and yeah, I got them both. Okay, so I'm just gonna shuffle while I'm thinking and looking over these cards because I've only laid them out. And for your current situation, a whole plethora of cards came out after I pulled two. So now I can already look at your issue, obstacle, or fate, and I can see there's a choice for you to make, and you're being very stubborn about making it, and it's actually your fate. I just saw Five of Pentacles reversed, so I am telling you that I'm seeing you going back to someone from your past. I know that's very unscorpion-like, but I'm seeing it. Yeah. Whew, okay. But yeah, you're just not seeing how it would work. But I mostly see stubbornness. Could be about a Cancer, because we have Queen of Cups reversed, which could also be you. Four of Cups in here is a Cancer card. We have a lot of cup energy in here, so this is about love, okay? Your card's in here. You're upright, so that's good. You're going to be fine. But yeah, I'm going to let you know, if you're in a relationship, you're not going to be. Because I see breakup and then going back to an ex. Whatever, you know. You have some of the cards that were in Sagittarius's reading. So you could be leaving a Sagittarius or going to a Sagittarius. Now, you did show up in Sagittarius's reading, okay, as like somebody that they were going to go back to, or somebody whose partner they were going to go back to. So it may not be you going back, but it might be somebody coming back to you. But either way, there's an X around. We have Six of Cups too, so it's just, we have Judgment. We have Eight of Cups reversed. I saw Five of Pentacles reversed. What else indicates return to an X? The Hermit reversed. Five of Cups reversed. Two Fives reversed. Ooh. Ace of Wands. Now you have Eight of Wands in reverse. It makes me think there's some kind of blocked communication. Okay. And it's like not having the courage to do it. Now this reminds me a little bit of your ex reading, where your ex was having a really hard time. So maybe you decided to do something about it, but just not knowing what to do. Sorry, this is my thinking time. You got a lot of stuff. I mean, it's all going, it's like you're resisting it and you're not supposed to, is what I'm getting. And how Scorpion of you. Not do what you're supposed to do. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the decks. The primary deck, Seven of Swords reversed. This was in, well, it was in Aries and Sagittarius, but you actually showed up in Sagittarius. Not death, but it was definitely a water sign, and it reminds me of you, so. Okay. This is, if you've sought advice, which you should be, somebody's going to give you good advice. So there may be someone from your past you're thinking about. And you're not really sure what to do, because this is not knowing what to expect. And they're going to give you some good advice. But there's something that has to do with gossip or slander. And you're not really wanting to let anyone in just yet, even from the past. I think the Sagittarius person, or whoever it might be, could be an air sign, you caught them cheating. Like there was a rumor and you found out it's true. And wow. Now I'm going to tell you, I was seeing a little bit in this as one of your challenges that's coming up for you that should be righted. It's as if you want to date around after this leaving of a current partner that was unfaithful. Because I mean, yeah, Scorpios, you can't handle an unfaithful partner, you know. And I see like going around dating, having flings. But your destiny is this Six of Cups person, whoever it is. And so I'm seeing the need to just make sure you don't include them in your flings. Okay? Have your flings and then go be with them, or whatever it is, okay? Because I'm saying you don't want to fuck up your destiny, you know. Just saying. But I see a reunion, okay? And I think, well, with the Queen of Cups in here, if it's a Cancer, she's in reverse. So I'm thinking perhaps you guys like did not get along, whoever this water sign is. And with the Six of Cups here, it's like they've balanced their adult and their child. They've grown in this time period, just like you have. So I guess all the water signs have grown. But I still see you kind of rejecting them. Especially with the Four of Cups upright. It's a missed opportunity. And you know it's just going to come back around again. That's how it always works. So be cautious. I don't know, I see you like feeling trapped. So, you do have a couple of 7 cards. So I see investigating, finding something out. Okay. Your current situation, 7 of Wands. You're defensive. You feel like you have to compete with your current partner. So like competing for their affections. And if you're not sure that they're cheating, I'm seeing that they are, okay? But you should know. But here it's like you don't know where you stand with this person. And that's got to drive you nuts as a Scorpio. Because you like to know things and you're very intuitive. And so I see like one foot's, well, for instance, one person has a boot on and the other has like a little slip-on shoe. And then one's standing in a river area, one's standing on a cliff. So you're not really sure where you stand with this person. And you feel like you have to defend yourself. I'm seeing the need to observe. Bide your time. Or that's what you have been doing. You've been fighting off all these questions or suitors. Or you could be saying, look, I've been denying all these offers, and here you are taking them up from other people. Because to me, this is you. And the 7 of Swords person is somebody else. However, energies flip, okay? So you could be the one being sneaky. I'm just seeing biding your time, like you've been waiting. Maybe a little bit too long. I think you've also been persevering with this relationship. And you're like, I can't relax yet. Like, I don't have proof yet. But somebody's covering something up. Because we have 5 of Cups over here. And it's like they're not going to cover it up anymore. This could also be you. If you're cheating, then you've been covering it up, but later on you're not going to. And probably just because you don't care anymore if somebody's cheated on you. But this says you've yet to make a decision. Okay? And that's why I think Four of Cups is here, just not making a decision. But I wanted to clarify what this is. So you've been trying to decide on a breakup. Possibly moving, because we do have Knight of Wands, but it's in reverse. So is the Knight of Swords, so I don't think you're moving. I think this is the breakup you're thinking of. And you're needing to release an old way of life. The reason I say this, we have Ten of Swords, which is old cycle ending, new one beginning, breaking up. You also have the Wheel of Fortune, twice in the upright. So it's going to work out. You're doing everything right. But it's like you're going to break up and find your soulmate. This is rapidly unexpected changes of events. Maybe you don't expect it coming, even though, you know, it's probably been coming for a while. And it's for you because it's pointing to the Scorpio, okay? So this is definitely you doing this. So I see you initiating the breakup. But it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. And it's because you've been betrayed. And man, you know, God help the person that betrays you, Scorpio, because, man, okay. You won't see me doing that. I know better. At least not on purpose, anyway. Wow. Okay. So I think you do have a little bit of abandonment issues, but you're cutting them off. And there's going to be a little bit of explosive anger, okay? But this is just something that hasn't been serving you. It's not good for you. It's been mishandled for a long time. And all of a sudden you have a solution to this problem. You're breaking up and you're choosing to release this old way of life and start a new one. Okay? I mean, you have the Wheel of Fortune twice. How much better could it get? Okay? It sucks for a little bit, but then it gets better. But you haven't decided because we have Two of Wands reversed. Now, I do see you as a little bit bored in this relationship as well. Okay? So that could be if you've cheated, that could be why. But I'm seeing it's not going anywhere. Almost like you feel like you don't have any options. Like there's no other choice but to leave. And you've put your decision making on hold. You're afraid to take that step. But I'm seeing that you need to start planning for this ending because it is. Somewhere in here, I think I saw the Hanged Man. Yes, okay. And that tells me you haven't done it. There's a lot of passivity. And anytime there's passivity, the Tower comes in, okay? It has to precede it. You don't just get the Tower out of nowhere. It's like something hasn't been done. And here comes God giving it to you. He's going to give you the grace card, which is knocking down things that aren't good for you. It's also a revelation. And this is going to help you move forward to your destiny, your true destiny. Whereas before, what you're in now, or what you've been in the recent past, isn't your destiny. And this Seven of Swords was just an unnecessary disturbance in your life, which could be an affair. But I see that you're asking for trouble. Or you're not asking because it is in reverse. You know, Scorpios, you guys like the dark stuff, so you want what's bad. You're asking for trouble. So that could be you having the affair. But I just don't see you guys being sneaky like that. Like, you would not do that unless the relationship was already over, which I do see it's already over. So, yeah. I'm not really a fan of people cheating while they're still together, but maybe there's extenuating circumstances. I'm laying it all out for you guys. But Ten of Swords is here, and it says that you don't want to make a bad decision. Okay, that would make some sense. I can see why you would think that. But it's about love, because you have Two of Cups in here. And then with Wheel of Fortune in here twice, whatever happens from now on is for the best. You're going to avoid a loss. It will be a good investment. But it's like a gamble. This hurt that you feel is actually going to help you. Go figure. If you don't know what option's best, I've already told you, it's like your past, apparently. Here you are again. When I saw all these twos come out, I thought, what? Two of Swords reversed. Again, somebody's been disloyal with you. Sorry. And the Tower says it throws you off your fence. You weren't making a decision. You weren't moving. You were stagnant. So the Tower came in and knocked you off the fence. And it says, decision. Let's go. Come on. And didn't, like, for like the last like 3 or 4 months before last month, it kept saying, stop overanalyzing. Make a decision. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Well, something's happening in July because some of you didn't follow the reading. Because you are holding back with the Hangman in here. You're being lied to. So be cautious. But I also see you being stubborn. Because you have 4 cups in here. You stubborn motherfucker. Make a decision. Shit. Like with the 8 of Cups, you've been playing this game with somebody to get what you want, to get your desire. But you're like, I don't want to play that game. Like, if I'm going to play the game, then I'm in charge of the game. And it looks like you're not. But see, you're not missing any information from this being in reverse. Like, you know, because the blindfold's off. So the Tower comes in and it reveals to you, so you're no longer blind. All right, now we have the World. This is completing the cycle, starting again. And it's going to bring about your emotional happiness. With the 2 of Wands in here, you're going to feel like the world is slipping out of your hands because this is a big dramatic thing. You can't change the Tower, it just comes in. And this is saying the world is going to fall into your hands. You're going to get an amazing offer. And I'm seeing it's something from the past. But I don't think you want to accept it. What's wrong with you? Or you don't see it, okay? You're too focused on this 3 of Cups, which can be a tragedy or infidelity. Or wanting to date around. And this is somebody who wants to date around. Like, go around the world, right? But I also see being stuck with the Hangman. 2 of Swords, I see being stuck, but coming unstuck. With the 10 of Swords, I do see the end. With 5 of Cups, I see, yes, it's sadness and disappointment, but you're going to get over it. And then with the Ace of Cups in the upright, you will be emotionally satisfied with this amazing offer. You're going to be like, why didn't I take this sooner? And I see abnormal climax. So something really exciting. That's the amazing offer. And the Hangman's in here, so it's like whatever you were stuck on, it's like you get to end up dancing for joy afterwards. Because they're very similar in body position. Wow. Very good. But use your intuition. All right, now. Knight of Pentacles reversed. I'm seeing like a secret love coming out. That could be the affair. It could be a secret love that you have. But I'm seeing you're going to lose a childish relationship. Because this person has no integrity or no morals. Could be you, but I'm seeing it for them. It could be, though, that you're not making a decision because you're lacking a backbone. You're lacking the courage to do it. I don't mean that rudely. I just mean lacking courage. And I do see that a few times in here. It's as if you haven't really spoken about your feelings. You haven't told them what you think. And I don't know why that's happening. You're hesitating. And you're discouraged. You feel like you've lost your purpose in this relationship. The relationship's very tedious, boring, stagnation. Like you're not even putting up the effort to end it, even though you know it should be. And you're restricted in some way. It's like it's hurt your confidence, even sexually. Huh. I'm seeing you're not committed, which is good. You shouldn't be committed to this. Now we have Queen of Cups reversed. Oh, okay. So with the Ace of Cups in here, you're going to meet somebody like at a dinner or a feast. But I'm seeing detached emotionally from this previous relationship. There's a secret love. And again, there could be like a Cancer that you never used to get along with, or any water sign you couldn't get along with. And I see a woman's jealous. And somehow or another, marriage is coming into this. Because we have Two of Cups over here. And there's somebody that you think is emotionally unstable, or it could be you. And you're afraid that they're vindictive and secretive, and you're suspicious of them. But Scorpio, you know you guys can be a little paranoid. I mean, it's another water sign, so I wouldn't worry. Okay, if it was an air sign or a fire sign, I would worry more. All right, last we have the Hermit in reverse. So I'm seeing don't accept an offer because you're afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid of being vulnerable to the next person. You're going to have to change your attitude, rejoin the world, which you do have that in here. Maybe the dating world. But I'm also seeing you're not listening to the advice you're getting. How Scorpio of you. Because Seven of Swords reverse says you're getting good advice, you need to listen to it, please seek it out. It's like, nope, I'm not listening. And here you are, Four of Cups, not listening. There's need for some humility, and I know that's hard, you know, sorry. That's what I'm seeing. With Two of Cups, it's a reunion. It's assessing this union and then reuniting. And then with the Ace of Cups, again, assessing love. This is all about love. And it's possible to rekindle a past romance. Yeah, I think I talked about that. But you're going to leave somebody out in the cold, or you're going to feel left out in the cold. And if you're focused on, did they really cheat, or why did they cheat? I'm seeing just let it go. Because it's not going to go anywhere. Might as well just forget it. I see you're going to be successful with this transition over time. So it's not going to feel like it's not going to be right away. I'm seeing there's some kind of a belief about love that you're going to start having difficulty with because of this. And I get the feeling that because you were emotionally invested in this relationship, that because of the betrayal, it's going to kind of fuck you up a little bit. And so there's going to be some beliefs that you're going to have to start changing, like change your mind about something. Okay. So what's your issue, obstacle, or fate? Your issue and obstacle is you're not taking the advice, and you're rejecting an Ace of Cups that's coming in. Because you're so focused on this betrayal, and you want to get out there and date. Okay, because you've probably been in this relationship for what, like 3-4 years maybe. And this is your problem. Also see, not only do you have a disappointment in love, but you know you're bored, you're dissatisfied, you want to be alone, you feel like you failed because of this. And that's like a big blow to the ego, right? And now you're almost a little shy or inhibited. Like you can't make the offer possibly because this has affected you. Now you may not actually start dating. You may just have a lot of options and you're just not going to date at all. And you do have the Wheel of Fortune twice. So there may have been 2 different opportunities to be with someone that you weren't aware of. If not, then they may come around twice. And you just weren't aware the first time. And I'm also seeing being stubborn about breaking up. And I see you're going to hold a grudge. But you can't be on top always, okay? And also, because of this scar that's going to be in your past, somebody from your past as well, you may hold a grudge against, because that's so you. It's like you're not going to accept the offer. You're going to reject it. Okay, but here's what you're rejecting, okay? Just so you know. 2 of Cups. This is a soulmate card. It's the minor echo of the Lovers. That's what you're rejecting here. And Judgment. Major Arcana. Somebody from your past, and it's a reconciliation. With the Knight of Wands here, it would say you're moving to your past, and it makes you stronger. But in one of your challenges, it's in reverse, so it's like you're not moving to your past. You're just dating around. And so the advice would be to flip it over. Now, King of Pentacles is over here. And I did see it when I was shuffling. It came out in the reverse again, just like over here. And that usually talks about something that's final, something that's closed, and you have an amicable goodbye. That's in reverse. So one thing for this relationship, I don't think you're going to part on good terms at all. And then for your past partner, I don't think you parted on good terms. I think that might be a pattern for you. And this is a karmic cycle. So this person that you may have rejected a couple times, actually, at least twice, it's a karmic cycle. You haven't learned the lesson. There's some kind of an attachment there. And I see, to help you out with this, you're going to have to forgive somebody. You're going to have to give them grace. And see, you're rejecting the good advice because you think it's bad advice. But this is what you're rejecting. You're rejecting a reconciliation with a soulmate. And with the Two of Swords in here, I see you're going to bridge some kind of a gap with this person that you were opposed to or they were opposed to you. And with Two of Wands, I see you're going to have to be assertive. But it's like you're lacking courage to do it, like you can't make the offer. I'm seeing a redo as opposed to a goodbye. It's very interesting. I really like your readings. Now with Death in here, which is you, you're going to bounce back to life. It's going to be a blessed ending that happens here. And you get this person from the past. With Six of Cups, it says you are reconnecting with somebody from the past. And with the World in here, there is an ending and a beginning. An absolute and final change. And even with Death in here, I think you're going to get some kind of a new belief or a new identity. Like you're going to see yourself differently now. Because it's going to be a big change. I mean, it's the Tower and then the World and Wheel of Fortune. It's like releasing an old way of life completely and being different. But before you turn down an offer, make sure you realize what you're missing. All right, so what's going to help you with this? First card that came out is, I guess it was Ace of Cups. This is a love offer coming in. That's going to help you. It could be you extending it, but it's excitement and love and romance and lots of emotion. It's also forgiveness. It's also, reconciliation. Yep, there's one I missed. You have reconciliation with a past lover all over this reading. But with Death and Four of Cups, you don't feel very passionate or motivated. It's just, it's not you. You don't feel like making the offer. But it may come in for you. Okay, next we had the Hangman. Oh dear. This is the divine call, okay? Being obedient to it. It says there's more on the horizon for you, so don't just give up. There's some spirituality that needs to be going on here, some kind of wisdom you gain from contemplating. And it says you have to accept the tower situation and move on from it. I'm also seeing resolving any battles with anybody, really. And also with King of Pentacles reversed here, very interesting. That's what's going to help you. You're not going to get a repeat of what happened in the last relation or the last time you were with this ex. Because King of Pentacles is redundancy. It's like having it over and over and over. It's just more of the same thing, but it's in reverse now. I've never really seen that before, but this is a brand new, I'm getting brand new card combinations, so this is interesting. But you're fearing the change. You're fearing the offers coming into you, apparently like from the universe, and you're procrastinating. All right, here comes death. That's you. This is saying an ending and a new beginning. Close the chapter on the past. Well, for the current relationship, I guess you could call it. Because with Wheel of Fortune twice, you are having a complete and utter change. And I think it's going to be unexpected and rapid. And with the Hermit in here reversed, you are so frustrated by the end of a good time in your life. You're needing to change your thoughts, but you're dealing with it all by yourself because I don't see you having a lot of people to confide into. And again, you're just not motivated. You feel like it's the end of an era. And that's, I understand. It's the end of a way that you've been living. And it's so abrupt and so intense. And you couldn't really stop it. You knew the decision needed to be made. I thought you were the one who made the decision. But it could very well not be you. Because it feels like it's a little out of your control in some way. But it could just be because you're not making the decision. But there's a new routine coming in. There's a new way of life, okay? You're going to have to accept it. You're going to recover. All right, clarifying it. Knight of Swords reversed. This is because somebody lied. You're feeling confused and you don't want to make any commitments. You feel like this person was a wolf in sheep's clothing. And you feel foolish and incapable. I also see coward here, so not taking action. You may feel like a coward, like for not breaking up, or when you should have, or for not making an offer to this other person. But I have blocked expression, so you're not getting to talk to somebody. I did see 8 of Wands reversed, so I could see that. And then whoever this person was that betrayed you, you don't want to see their face because you were disgusted with them. Like I almost see you, like it's no more like love, hate anymore. It's just hate. And you want to view them or treat them like a criminal. So I do see you holding a grudge. If you could put them in jail, I'm sure you would. Now there could be something with a speech impediment here. But that could just be blocked expression. Like this is somebody who's talking and they're rushing. And so they stutter. Or lisp. I mean, I do that myself. So It's like all my thoughts are coming at the same time and I start saying half of one and half of the other, you know. But this could just be going so fast. You feel like the changes are too fast, too rapid. And you're not taking any action. Not that you're not cowardly. Not that you are cowardly. I mean, this is bravery. So this would be the opposite. It's like you're too scared of the change. I'm saying don't resist it. It's good for you. All right, what's going to help you? 8 of Cups reversed. Going back to a past love. This is a reunion. With Death, it says you're moving on. Okay. With the Hermit, you've done a lot of deep introspection and you've decided to go back. That's your strength if you do it. Now, with the Knight of Swords reversed, you have a risk-taking side to you, which I can see, because you know you're not afraid of the dark side. And again, I see playing a long game to get what you desire. So you're being manipulative, but I don't know, like in a sexy way. Okay, I'm moving on from that. But with Knight of Swords over here in reverse, you have a serious need for danger. Like you crave it, like an adrenaline rush. Yeah. And I also see that this relationship that you're leaving, this rejection that you're feeling or that you're doing, it was a necessary conflict or change. Also, thought I saw Emperor. Yeah, Emperor reversed in here. You're not going to feel like you're in control anymore. You're not going to feel like the boss. It could be a fire sign, but that also represents self-employment. So this may affect you if you have your own business. Like I see a boss leaving. So it's like we have King of Pentacles as well. So I see changes in bosses. So I don't know if this is your company, like if you decide not to work there, or if somebody overthrows you, like some kind of a, what do they call those? A coup, maybe? What are they? You know, when pirates overtake the ship and all that. Not tyranny. Okay, well, you know what I'm talking about, okay? That could be something there. But you're leaving and you're so confused. You feel like you don't have any options. You don't know where to go, but you're going back to this past love. And I see it's going to bring you great joy. And you're getting over abandonment issues, which is good because the Tower was in there. And you're going to find what you've been seeking. You're going to find your 9th cup. And that's why you have 8 of Cups. And the person leaves to go find their wish, you know, the 9 of Cups. And it came in. Or you gave it to someone else. And when you give away a cup, you know, you get a cup back. And so now you have 9 of Cups. That's your wish. That's your strength. You're getting something you want. And King of Pentacles reversed, remember, is not experiencing the same cycle with this 6 of Cups person. The person you're returning to. You're not going to experience the same thing. So that's probably a good thing, because, I mean, people are exes for reasons, right? And I think they're like your weakness somehow. And again, I see being very stubborn. I don't know if you think they're ugly or boring, or you're just jealous, or they're jealous. I see a little bit of that here, but mostly I see not having the courage. So we have a lot of no courage steps. Also see that this person is a reliable friend and they're open to spiritual knowledge. So this could be somebody who's giving you good advice because they have a rational brain and they can empathize with you. But they don't have a whole lot of life experience. So I guess that's where you come in. And their love is not easily won, so I see loyal, but not possessive. I guess that's your job. And then really deep, enduring feelings. And I don't see them as a gold digger in this case. All right, the other one, Emperor reversed. Oh. I think you're having to take a belief or even your business. You may have to take it in a whole different direction. Also, so you're going to be very diplomatic when it comes to your current relationship partner as well as your past one that you're going into. And there's a chance you may go back to somebody but do it by an unethical means. Like Knight of Wands, like go in and go out, like a fling. And here, with this in reverse, it says you have to do everything. Well, Four of Cups too. You have to do it with the utmost integrity, okay? I don't know why I'm getting this. Okay. I see you're going to be able to be like a spiritual leader for this person. And you feel like you can finally relax around them, like almost like you get to go home, like you get to retire. Okay, so this person may be, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm going to say this. They may be like Susie Homemaker. At least like on first impression. And so it's like somebody you get to come home to. Who is this person, Scorpio? I've got to figure out who this person is. This is interesting. But I also, yeah, okay, because of that kind of personality trait, you get to assert power over them. But I'm seeing you're going to have to work with them too. And that's maybe why you see them as a little boring. You're going to know who I'm talking about because it's somebody from your past. And also for like your business, being self-employed, I do see you as the boss. And so in that way you have even more power. I'm seeing to remain strong and positive in this lack of control. Because I'm feeling like you feel like this relationship that you've failed at, for lack of better phrasing, is affecting your business somehow. Like you feel like your organization is less structured. And be very careful of not letting that affect you emotionally and you just become a tyrant. Because, yeah, you don't like this guy when he's in reverse. But I'm seeing it's making you unmotivated, depressed, and having no goals. But all the positive things were your strengths. I was elaborating on some things that you're already feeling. Okay. All right, now what's going to come up for you? A challenge. Okay, we got Knight of Wands in reverse. And everybody who's seen my videos knows that I hate this guy in reverse, okay? In a more positive way, this is just not having courage, not moving forward, and not having passion. I know that's supposed to be the good news, right? Because this guy's so bad that even the good news is bad. You may get an interruption to your plans. I'm also seeing hesitating because of some rumors or false whispers, which we did have with the Seven of Swords. Also, okay. You may not have a whole lot of dating options now that I'm looking at it. I thought you might have, but that could have just been you having lots of options and not choosing to date. But here I'm seeing, for some reason, there's not any options except for like the Six of Cups person. That's very strange for a Scorpio. But I'm seeing brief fling. And like some of the other cards are saying, refrain from that. Don't be untrustworthy. Act with utmost integrity. That's what's going to be your strength. But this is saying acting untrustworthy. With the Seven of Swords in here, I see you might mislead somebody. Okay? They're not going to understand. It might lead to arguments. But it's like you're going to try to seduce them and have like a one-night stand. And yes, you're being a smooth talker, but it's as if, Okay, it's like this person's addicted to you, or they become addicted, and you kind of rupture their bubble. So I'm saying don't take risks, because it's just going to end up in division and discord. And this is not getting an opportunity. It's like turning down an opportunity, and then here you are doing it again. And this is something to advise against, because it's coming up. So I'm saying if you don't turn down an opportunity, because you're going to miss out on something really good. But if you do turn it down, or if you're going to be like this, then you need to turn it down. This could also be a fire sign in your life who's like running around on you. Okay. Clarifying, we have Five of Cups reverse. So this is going back to somebody, reconciling somebody, coming out of heartbreak. So maybe you have to go do your thing and then go back to somebody, perhaps. This is having hope after a time of sorrow. Okay. I'm no longer focusing on the tragedy, and then you're going to find that Two of Cups. Like you're finally seeing it. And here it is over here. So maybe there's just some delay in you taking that offer. And we have Wheel of Fortune. So here's your brand new start. Luck is on your side. It's also pointing to you, so it's for you, Scorpio. So I think you have dark hair, or your partner is going to have dark hair. You're going to get your wishes, but it's taking action. Yeah, and being single is only going to be temporary. And again, I'm saying unexpected turn of events. You're going to have a deep connection to the Six of Cups person. But, okay, you're going to take a chance on them because you're not sure, but I'm seeing the pattern's not going to repeat. In fact, it's going to be for the best. It's like they renew you almost like a miracle. And this is your destiny here. But you have to change or alter your beliefs in some way. And I see just something new and reviving is coming from the past. This is, it's God's plan. You just kind of have to accept it. And the universe is playing matchmaker for you. But with Death and the Tower and Emperor reversed, I'm seeing like this change is just out of control, and you like to be in control and you can't do it here. And it's saying you're having a lucky new start. So you don't want to control it. And you're really resisting it. And it's an absolute change. And it's kind of funny because you want to be alone, but at the same time you want to get together with somebody. So remember, if you're going to be sexually promiscuous, you're going to have to turn down the offer. But with Six of Cups, it says your dream is coming true, and it's with somebody from your past. Now, and again, I see you retiring to somebody with the Wheel of Fortune here. It's very, and Ten of Swords. Because it was in here. It's like you get to go home to somebody. Now, if you have your own business, there's a chance you could be like relinquishing your throne in that kind of way and retiring from that and giving it to somebody else, and you do something different. I'm also seeing that you're a little afraid that you feel only friendship for this past person. But I see that it actually turns romantic. Like you felt like it was a one-sided friendship type of thing, and then it turns to romance with the Wheel of Fortune here twice. So it's actually for both of you will feel romantic. Bad to see you gaining a whole lot. If you're afraid your business is going to fail, for those of you who are actually staying, I'm saying it's not going to, okay? Because your potential outcome, you have 9 of Pentacles, okay? So this is self-sufficient, luxury. You're going to be independent, so I do see you kind of being single for a while. It's temporary, but being single. You don't have any rush to settle down because you're just coming out of a relationship, and you're going to complete a cycle. Like, this would be a business failure, but it's not. You're going to be enjoying the good life. But I see when you talk to this past person, they're probably also single and doing great. Be tactful, be diplomatic again is what I'm seeing. You're going to have to give them grace. And I feel like you have to restrain yourself somehow. I guess you're going to know what that's about. Okay, and then it's clarified by the Hierophant reversed. So maybe restraining your beliefs somehow. This is non-committing, and then we have being single. So you're ending up single, okay? But it feels like there's a delay, like you want to date around before you go back to the 6 of Cups person, is what I'm getting. Otherwise, you'd be like this. Now, this could just be saying that you don't want to get married. And I mean, like, okay, you're young, whatever, yeah. Because as long as you're alive, you're young. But I see you're going to get your self-respect back. Like, you're going to get what's due to you. You'll feel like you've learned something, and you get your structure back to your life. It could be something unconventional, or you have a new belief or thought. Could even get some kind of a counseling. It's like you're going on a spiritual journey. It's like your old beliefs were corrupted and you had to come up with new ones. It could even be a viewpoint. Maybe it's a viewpoint about your old 6 of Cups person. Because I did see you saw them as boring, or you were afraid the same cycle would happen again, but I actually see the opposite. Alright, that's your reading, Scorpio. Sorry it took so long. It was like almost a fucking hour, but there's a lot here. Alright, good luck.